Vikings fans, it's actually Vikings Buccaneers week, man. Can you believe it? The wait is over. We are 6 days away. Listen, the team's going to be practicing tomorrow as if it's a regular practice, as if they got a game the following Sunday, man. It's official, right? It's official now, man. I appreciate everybody that, was checking out the past couple videos that I was doing talking about Jordan Travis and Shador Sanders. Listen, I got some news coming out, man. Me and Yogi, we going to start a new venture, man, but we ain't going to talk about that today. All right, but trust me, it's coming soon, man. We already got everything in order. We going to pop something off. But let's talk about what we need to be worried about on Sunday's game. And I'm going to tell you this. I don't think it's that much of a worry, but we at least going to talk about some things that the Buccaneers can bring to the table that might challenge the Minnesota Vikings. One thing for sure is your boy Baker Mayfield. Now, you got one crowd that loves Baker Mayfield, think he's a capable quarterback, and then you have another crowd that thinks Baker Mayfield's a bust. He's nobody to be worried about. Well, I'm going to put it like this, man. As a Vikings fan, as watching last season, until I see different. Now, I know Brian Flores, totally different from Ed Donachelle. I can almost guarantee it's going to be a totally different feel, man. Even from preseason, you could see the difference on how those guys were flying around. But I do remember that we made Mike White. I mean, you name it. I don't even have to go down the list, man. You name it. Tyler Heineke. We made everybody look like damn Tom Brady, if not right below Tom Brady out there last season. So I worry is, Baker Mayfield, to me, in my honest opinion, is there is games where he can be on, man. I think there's games where he can be on. We got to remember, man, he was the number one pick in the NFL draft. He balled out in Oklahoma. And I'm going to tell you what, when he came in for the Cleveland Browns, I remember watching that game. I believe it was a Thursday night football game. And he came in for the first time, and the energy was just different. Now, it felt like he lost that. All right, it felt like he lost that. He went to the Panthers, didn't work out. I knew that the Panthers was not going to work for him. Listen, it takes a different type of guy to go to the Panthers and be the quarterback, man. Believe it or not, people talk bad about Cam Newton, but Cam Newton set a certain standard down there in Carolina, man. I'm going to keep it real with you. He set a certain standard, man. Them fans, they expect their quarterback to be good too, just like every other fan base. They not just going to accept anybody, right? But this is the thing, man. Baker Mayfield, when he comes into Minnesota, he comes into US Bank Stadium, what we need to do is apply the pressure. All right, we need to get to the quarterback, man. Baker Mayfield, Kyle Trask, I don't give a damn. I know they named Baker the starter, and he's most likely going to be the starter, and that's who we're going to be facing on Sunday. We need to apply pressure. All right, I want to see this, man. What's going to have to happen is I feel like Daniil signing this new deal, then we got Davenport. Listen, the pressure is on Davenport. I'm going to tell you why. Because Daniil Hunter is probably going to be getting double teamed and stuff like that a lot, man. People know that Daniil Hunter is a game changer, man. If Daniil Hunter is 100% healthy, that's why it was worth paying him the money. Because we know that if he's on, and he can't wreck a game single-handedly. He is that type of player on our defense that we can count on to wreck a game, right? But I'm going to tell you this. Davenport, we gonna need you to earn the money you got, man. And if not, earn some more that you gonna get next year. And we gotta start week 1, man. Show us what you got, number 0. Listen, you already, I said this in my live. I said, I'm kind of against Davenport, not as a person, but more of just the fact that he ain't giving my boy Pace Jr. number 0. I mean, that's just the fact. So now he just got to play and show me that he worth rooting for, in my opinion, right? And I do hope he does good. I think he will be decent. There's a lot of people that are a lot higher on Marcus Davenport than I am, because I don't think he's that much of an impact player on top of him getting a little older. But the truth of the matter is he's on the Vikings now, and we need him to do his job and do it well, because he's going to have opportunities. Not only that, man, but I look forward to Khyiris Tonga. Listen, don't sleep on Tonga in that middle, man. I think Tonga is going to be that guy that starts applying pressure up the middle. And that's one thing that the Vikings have. I mean, we haven't had that in a long time, man. And it's time for that to change. That really dictates a game. Baker Mayfield, if you apply pressure on him and get him to start rolling around and running around, and he just starts making throws like the F-it balls. Y'all know what I used to call him last season, man. I called Kyler Murray the F-it balls. I called it, right? When we played the Cardinals, I said, man, listen, Kyler's going to give us an F-it ball. What'd he do? He did it, and we sealed the deal. You know, Baker Mayfield, very similar, man. He'll run around and he'll just start throwing effing balls as well, as long as you get in his face. And I'm going to tell you, if you don't get in his face and you let him sit back there, he also can dart you, man. Like, Baker Mayfield can dart you. It's a tricky situation playing the Buccaneers week 1. Believe it or not, like, I don't want to look past them. I definitely have us getting a dub. All right, I got us getting a dub. That's a fact. But it's a tricky situation because they also do have a defense. They have a defense. And how can you win football games? Well, time of possession, right? And playing good defense. And I'm going to tell you right now, them going to be leaning on the running game, and Baker Mayfield's probably going to be doing a lot of short passes, man. It's going to probably be a lot of quick passes. But we're going to have to get to him, man. One way or the other, we're going to have to get to him and rattle him early and often. If we rattle him early and often, it's over with. It's over with. There should be no reason, because I could see their defense really battling with our offense. So, believe it or not, I think it's going to be a lot closer game than maybe some people do. Some people probably think we're going to come in here, blow the Buccaneers out because they're kind of on tank mode. But I don't think they're on tank mode, bro. I think that they brought Baker Mayfield in hoping that he can have a reincarnation, bro. Hoping that he's like, hey, the past is the past. Carolina didn't work for you. It was just one of those situations where it just wasn't a good fit, but we had an off season with you, and we're going to build this offense around you. A lot of quick passes, because if you think about it, Tom Brady also did that. That's how their offense ran with Tom Brady. Tom Brady, they did a lot of quick passes, and then every once in a while, they'll bomb one downfield to Mike Evans or Chris Godwin. That's how their offense, they still leaned on the run game a lot. Now, the first year, this was last year. Now, the first year, Tom Brady was airing it out. He was airing it out. But a lot of it still was short passes and their wide receivers, getting yak, because they have wide receiving core that can get some good yak, man. Mike Evans, when he catches the ball, they usually don't get tackled right away, man. Chris Godwin, same type of deal, man. These guys are tough, so we definitely have to count on our cornerbacks and have them come out there with that energy and make tackles. Do not miss tackles, man. Man, it feels so good talking about Vikings football going into week 1, don't it? Man, make sure I hit that like button for that, man. Listen, it feels good, man. I'm so glad to be talking about the Minnesota Vikings actually playing a real game on Sunday. Like, this is the time, man. It's such a great time to be alive, man. Such a great time to root for the damn Minnesota Vikings, man. I love this time of the year, man. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, let me know how y'all feel about Baker Mayfield, man. Are you a little worried about Baker Mayfield? Like, do you feel like, hey, if we get a certain type of Baker, he might challenge us? I mean, either way, man, big dubs, man. Big dubs. Either way, big dubs. But will he make it challenging? Will he give us that game where we're sitting there grabbing our heart again and our heart's beating because we just made it a little bit harder than we should have, due to the fact that people are thinking, hey, it's Baker Mayfield, we should be able to smash him. Remember, man, don't sleep, man. Don't sleep, because I do believe that Baker Mayfield has some talent. I wouldn't want him as my quarterback. But I'm telling you right now, Tampa Bay, man, I'm watching them. They feel pretty decent about having Baker Mayfield, man. They said he had a pretty good camp. And if you go look at his preseason stats, man, the boy might be rejuvenated, man. I don't know, man. I hope not. I hope when he gets to Minnesota here in a couple days, man, I hope he hits a wall. That's what I'm hoping. But let's talk about it in the comments, man. Let me know how you feel. Appreciate y'all tapping in. It's Vikings football is back, baby. Let's go. Holla at your boy.
Yeah, smooth summer, who running? I hear them talking, but they ain't gon' do nothing. Celebration, I might have a toast with you. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great, I'm terrific. We ain't taking no losses, we winning. Undefeated, check the percentage.